Hey, Peter here on Doxie. 102 days into the trip, sailing from New South Wales to Queensland, and what a gorgeous day it is. You can probably see it there through the clear. Yeah, here in Tin Can Bay, 5 weeks in Tin Can Bay yesterday. So we're setting all sorts of records at the moment, time-wise. Not ones necessarily I want to set. If you haven't been following, I arrived in Tin Can Bay 5 weeks ago with engine mounts that basically were, well, had collapsed and moved. So I have been in here waiting for parts, which are here, then waiting for the mechanic who's away, and that's all going to happen next week. We're locked in pretty much for Wednesday, Thursday to get that work done. Doxie will be taken into the marina. I've been out here at anchor in the stream for the last 5 weeks, which is a great spot. Sounds worse than it is, but it's actually wonderful. So yeah, looking forward to all that, and once again getting back on the water and moving north. Truncated, the itinerary will be, obviously because of the time lost, but also the time lost coming up the coast. It's been hugely rainy this season. Even while I've been here, it's just been mostly, we've been getting a lot of wet days. So this is one out of the box here at the moment. It's absolutely stunning and warm, 24 degrees. So very happy with that. So yeah, you're noticing I'm using a microphone handheld at the moment, or even a handheld microphone if you're not Yoda. Yeah, so my phone microphones are dying. But I had the great surprise yesterday, because this never happens to me. Yeah, because I've got a Google Pixel 7 Pro, and that's what I shoot my videos on, plus obviously use as a phone. So I thought, oh, well, I'll see what Google can do for me. And they says, it's still, well, have you got the, what do you call it, the receipt? And it turns out the phone's still in warranty. So they're going to send me another one. Happy days. So, and they suggested that. I didn't even think of it. I thought, okay, let's fix this. But yeah, I guess with these kind of things, once they go wrong, there's no moving parts that you can replace in the most part. So, yeah, bit of luck. I should have a new phone by the end of next week. And we can dispense with using this unless it's out in the wind, because it's not very spontaneous. Oh, I'll take a bit of video. Oh, wait, let me just load up the microphone. And yeah, anyway, you know how it goes. So yeah, here in Tin Can Bay, just getting some stuff dried on deck at the moment, doing some little odd jobs. I've actually been over the side in the dinghy, and I say that because I've already been up. It's 10:30 now, so I sort of got going straight after, well, before breakfast actually, because the wind hadn't come up, and I thought, well, before it does, let me go over the side and do a bit of scraping and cleaning, because sitting here, obviously, she's accumulating some barnies and just that black slime that comes along. So yeah, got some of that off, just a work in progress at the moment. It's like painting the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Once you get round, you go around again because it needs doing again. So anyway, there you go. If you're not from Sydney, it means nothing to you, but you get the gist. Um, yeah, so I think that's going to be much of the day. Maybe I'll go out later on the dinghy. The tide's about to change. I am still looking for my fishing gear. I know. Why don't you just go out and buy some more, right? I guess I'm getting a bit sick of buying some more of stuff. I've spent quite a bit of dosh coming up, replacing various things, upgrading various things that yeah, we're just not up to standard. This is basically the shakedown cruise for me with Doxie. I bought her in November last. What does that make that? 2024. So yeah, still finding things that if you live aboard for any amount of time, then yeah, like the batteries are all replaced, a couple of the engine components, and of course the mounts will be too, but that was completely out of left field. So anyway, let's continue with this beautiful day and see what else it turns up.
Oh, look, it's me filming myself, filming myself. So yeah, it's hard to get under here because of the way the hull turns under. I've got a soft broom here. I don't want to go with a hard broom because that'll take any anti-foul and stuff that I've already got on there off, which I need as much as I can lay my hands on. So we'll just get rid of some of the little bits of soft growth and see how that goes. So it's always tricky, basically, trying to tie the dinghy alongside because, of course, whenever you push against the boat to clean something, and thank you for the finger, yeah, you're pushing yourself away from the boat. So good fun. It's obviously the weekend, and people are getting out on this beautiful day, all manner of craft, air or sea.
Okay, yeah, there's lots of little chores today. Why I'm pointing at the electric switchboard is that the water switch here, basically, which is this one, was not, the light inside the switch was not working anymore. So that one does. So what I did, basically, because I don't have any spares, but I have ordered some, so I took one from one I'm not using and just transferred it down there, and that now works. And the reason that's important is I keep leaving that one on, and when I'm lying in the bunk at night, at least I can see there's a light there now. Because generally when I go to bed, I should have just this anchor light on. That's it. Okay, so the cabin lights go off when I go to bed. I mean, it's the same thing as turning the lights off, but it's easy to leave lights on, particularly during the day. So I just like to make sure that the mains is off, so I'm not wasting electricity.
Yeah, so basically, I've been using this really bright, warm, sunny day to do a bit of clearing it here too. So in this particular lazarette, okay, which will open up. This is where I basically have all my lines or ropes, which are generally called lines on a yacht. So I've had those all out, cleaned up the insides, they get moisture in there, a bit of mold creeps in, so that's all fresh and new. I've also had this one open, which it's not going to open now, but yeah, lots of stuff in here. And I've gone through too, I've got an app called YachtWave, which I can just note down where everything is. So still haven't found my fishing gear though. That's probably half the thing that drove that today. But anyway, that one's all tidied up, and a lot of the stuff's been out in the sun, just drying out. Not especially wet, but I mean, we're in a moist environment, so it's not going to be overly dry either. Okay, so just crawling over. Okay, and the ouch. Hang on, hard to do one-handed. Right, there we go. All right, so this is the largest lazarette of the three. I don't know if they're all called lazarettes, but I will. Yeah, inflatable dinghy, boat hooks, inflatable dinghy, inflatable floor, my laundry tub, and a yabby pump, which is basically to pump out some of these shrimp-like creatures that you find on the mud banks on the beach, so you can use them for fish bait. Still looking for my fishing line, which I'm not line, but a tackle, drinking water hose, and my little swivel seat that sits on here, so I can sit comfortably and reach the wheel, etc.
Well, here we are at the end of another beautiful day here in Tin Can Bay. So, yeah, bit of a bitty day, but I feel like I've just been getting some chores and other things done, which is great. I mean, I got in the dinghy this morning and went around while the water was calm, and yeah, got some of the growth off, and yeah, that black slime, knocked a few barnies off. So yeah, just chip away at it so it doesn't get worse. So at some stage, maybe on the way home, I'll maybe get it hauled out somewhere. But when I get to clearer water, I'll go over the side and just see what's what down there, and just try and get whatever I can off to stop it getting worse. Been through the lazarettes, basically, cleaning out, airing things in the beautiful sunshine, and looking for my fishing gear, and I still haven't found it, other than the rod. So yeah, just satisfying to do that. Found some metal cleaner, which actually took some of the rust stains and stuff off a test area on the after railing. So glad I found that. That was quite effective, that. So good find. See, I'm still finding stuff, even though I've had the boat since November. But then again, yeah, I mean, if you're until you're on it full time, you just don't delve into everything. And it looks like I found a purpose made anchor bridle too. So I'll replace that in the morning with my little hinky one that I sort of put together. So that's good. That's nice to find those things. And yeah, that's it. So it's, yeah, not a really exciting video today, I'm afraid. But yeah, just got to get into it sometimes. And today was just one of those days. Anyway, more to come. Yeah, Wednesday's getting closer when things are going to start happening. Pretty excited by that. So yeah, so hang around, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends, and like it. And yeah, the comments, as I said, love them. So thank you. And this is Dawn Raider.